The Adventures of Charlie Bubbles is the story of a little boy who has a magical adventure and ultimately learns the true meaning of friendship. Now, Paul, and I'm going to try to get this name right because I have a Greek best friend, so if I don't, I lose a lot of points. Carafotes. That's right. Close. Carafotes.
Carafotes is close.
He's an award-winning actor, writer, and director in Hollywood. He wrote this heartwarming children's story, and he is back here in his hometown of Boston, more specifically Somerville, to tell us about it. Welcome to Urban Update, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Well, it's good to be here.
Nice to be back home, right?
Listen, home cooking, man, nothing beats that.
Yep, Somerville, right?
I grew up in Somerville, Mass. I'm staying there actually as we speak. Well, right now I'm here in Boston, but I'm staying at my mom's, with my mom.
Of course. Tight-knit family, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
6 brothers, big family. Brothers and 4 sisters, and my brother.
Now, before we get to this, you look familiar to me, and probably a lot of people right now are saying, I've seen this guy. Tell me a little bit about where they might have seen you.
Well, I left Somerville 18 months later. I ended in a starring role in a movie for 20th Century Fox called Heading for Broadway. From there, I was in a movie with Tom Cruise called All the Right Moves. Then I did Fight Club, and I was on series regular on Knots Landing. Most recently, Damages, CSIs. I've been Castle. I was just on The Castle, but I've had a 30-year career.
There you go.
So I've been a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Commercials.
So we've seen you.
Yeah, I've been around.
Yeah. So tell me, how do you get to the Adventures of Charlie Bubbles? I understand your son is 5 years old,
yes,
Charlie. Kind of the inspiration of this, right?
Absolutely. Well, I waited a long time to become a dad, so I didn't know what I was doing in my life. You know what I mean? Everybody has that question: who am I? What am I doing here? Not really to be an actor or writer. I mean, because everybody has a job to do, but what is that job? And when my son was born, I realized what the job was: is to be a dad. So that's what I was. That's what I was. That's all this stuff in between led up to that. So when he showed up, he inspired me. What I used to do was blow bubbles off my tongue. And my son, when he was a little boy, his little tiny arms would try to grab the bubbles, and his eyes lit up, and you know what I mean. Yeah. So, and I thought, geez, Charlie Bubbles. What would it be like if he blew a big enough bubble and it went out the window and went on this magical mystery ride? What would what would that be? What would it be? Well,
there it is.
That's it. This is the magical mystery ride. It's about friendship. And about being helpful, loving, and kind.
Yeah.
That's the
what
theme.
age group is this directed to?
Well, we've read. I've been in a lot of schools, and from preschool to 5th grade. Now, it is a kid's book, and the illustrations are by Jeff Vernon. Fantastic illustrations. Second book's coming out in September. And so it's a family, it's fun for the whole family. There's a visceral thing that happens when people read this book.
Yeah.
And it takes over them, and they want to read it again and again and again. Like James Gandolfini, he's quoted, I got a great quote from him saying that this is a classic. It's going to be a classic because you read it, you want to read it again and again and again. And that's the basis of being a classic. Yeah.
You want to do it again. Now, and also the beauty of this is you're really doing this for your hometown, because take me through the whole process.
My son, I live in Los Angeles. I'm a huge Red Sox, Patriots fan, Boston all the way. I've been there for over 30 years. I've never changed my colors. I hate the Lakers.
Good.
So, and it's grown exponentially, since I've been away. I mean, I dislike them more and more every year, even though I've been there for over 30 years. However, my son now is 5 years old. Red Sox. I get the feeds. We watch the Patriots. We watch the Bruins. It's the whole Boston thing going on, right? Boston strong. I take him every year to opening day. We were here at opening day. We left. We went back to Los Angeles. My brother went to Patriots Day game that following Monday. I'm back in Los Angeles watching Felger and Maz.
Yeah.
Okay. They tell me a bomb goes off. At that same time, I'm getting a group of Hollywood celebrities to do a benefit for Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. James Gandolfini, Joe Mantegna, David Fincher, Chris McDonald, Tony Dennison, guys like that. They're purchasing the books for me to go donate. Well, the bombs go off. I call my brother. I'm saying my brother's there. He goes to the finish line, right? This is crazy. So I call my brother. He says, no. I said, what's the matter? I said, there's a couple bombs went off at the finish line. Are you there? Are you safe? Are you okay? He said, no, we left and we're going to see Mom because my mom had broken her back. So he was on his way to see my mom, thankfully. And so at that moment, I had to do something. Plus the gentleman from Somerville got shot.
Right.
And I said, whoa, that's my hometown. This is too much, man. This is crazy. So I just said, let me see if we can put something together and take the Bubble of Love tour, which we're calling it, to Boston first, which we went to Mass General. We went to Cam Neely's. I used to know Cam in the 90s, hang out with him.
Children's Hospital?
Went to Children's Hospital. We gave out lots of books. We had the Homeless for the Horizons. We did that as well. And now we're doing some book signings, and whatever we raise on these for the 3 or 4 book signings that we're going to do, we'll give a portion to the Boston Strong Foundation. So
that's awesome.
It's all Boston.
Yeah. Good for you, man. Again, I want to remind the folks the Adventures of Charlie Bubbles. Now we know how it started, we know the content, and actually the incredible kind of journey that's been for you, Paul. I want to thank you for stopping by. Wish you all the best. I'll be looking out for you in Hollywood. Anything new?
Listen, can we tell the people and the folks where they can get the book?
Go right ahead.
CharlieBubblesBook.com. It's
That's
one
simple.
word. CharlieBubblesBook.com. You can go there. We'll sign a book for you. We'll get it out to you.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot.
Paul. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right. A life-altering event forces a man to contemplate what he has made of his life. That's the next theme of my next guest's latest literary work. Stay tuned right here on Urban Update.
Sounds like us.